In your day of trouble, rely in and call out to Jesus, the name above every name. Top of the morning to you. So when we read through the Psalm 20, with the eyes of love, of course, the theme seems to be, what will we do in the day of trouble? Trouble meaning distress, affliction, adversity, or anguish. One thing is for certain, there will be a day of trouble in our lives. It's inevitable. Verse 1 says, "May the Lord answer you in the day of trouble, not if there will be trouble, but when trouble comes." In that time of trouble, the psalmist describes what will happen to people who rely on two different responses. Verse 7, those who trust in the name or the authority of the Lord, and those who don't. For those who trust in the Lord can expect the following. Verse 2, the Lord will defend us from our enemy. He will support us when we feel unsure. He will refresh us when we need reviving, energizing, waking up. He will strengthen us when we feel weak or down and out. Verse 4 tells us we can expect God to grant us our heart's desire and fulfill all our plans, of course, when they line up with His. The psalmist even gives us party plans when God does rescue us. He says in verse 5, "We will shout in triumph. We will set up banners." And we set up those banners so that all can see God is victorious. In verse 6, the psalmist is confident that God saves His anointed by answering when we cry out for help because we have His favor and strength to rely on. Praise God. What happens to those who don't trust in the Lord but rather trust in other things, like verse 7 says, chariots and horses? In other words, things other than God. Their desires or their destiny is going to be in verse 8. They will be bowed down and fallen. In other words, defeated. While those who do trust in God will rise and stand upright. So what should our response be in our day of trouble? Well, verse 9 gives us a prayer we can follow. O Lord, give us the victory. Let our King answer when we call. In the name above every other name, and of course that name is Jesus, according to Philippians 2:9. Have a great day.